Hey y'all, it's Diane with Shellcraft One in my old barn door, and I wanted to show you some digitals that I finally got in the shop. I worked on these back when, the week I was staying with my daughter, or the 2 weeks that I was staying with my daughter when she had the baby, and so I took my computer and I worked on them, and then things got hectic with all of the moving stuff, and so now that I'm injured and can't use my left arm a whole lot, I mean, I can use it. It starts hurting after using it, for little bits at a time. So I just have to do a little at a time. But that's anyway. So I figure I can work on digitals while, I'm trying to give my arm time to heal. So with that being said, long story short, actually, sorry, it was a long story. Anyways, I have several kits that I was finally able to finish and get in the shop. So I wanted to show them to you. I know a while back I did, I've done several of the journals for Carol Siddall. She's my sweet friend. And she sends me journals for her consignment booth. And she just does beautiful collaged tags and handmade work, and she does beautiful stitching. And I had talked to her and asked her, could I scan some of your ephemera in and share it with my friends? And she said, absolutely. So, I told her I wanted to create a digital kit, and she was totally fine with that. And I also have another friend that I'm going to be doing that for. I haven't gotten hers anywhere near ready, but maybe, while I'm injured, I might can get that done too. But anyways, so she told me that I could, and so this kit I actually had to make 2 kits. Etsy will only let you upload so many megabytes on a file, and so there were so many that I had to make it into 2 kits. So you guys are going to get all kinds of yummy handmade ephemera made with lots and lots of love by my sweet friend Carol Siddall. So the kits are called Carol's Creations, and there will be kit 1 and kit 2. And so in kit 1, let me just move these so you can kind of get a focus on what I have right in front of me. I think I might have to stand up. I still don't have the best filming area yet, but I'm hoping to get that resolved as soon as I get better. Let me see if I can just zoom in a little bit for you. Okay. All right. So this is kit 1. And as you can see, now I didn't do anything to these as far as any kind of digital work other than formatting them to fit into a digital format, and to fit into the pages. So these are completely her work, and I just scanned them in and did what I needed to do to get them in digital format. So you're going to get, in the first kit, there are 16 sheets of ephemera. And oh my goodness, y'all are going to be in love with these kits. Okay, so you're going to get all kinds of tags. Here's one of her collage cards. And the way I scanned them in, there might be some that are upside down. They're not perfect, but, when you cut them out, they're going to be in the right direction. But here's one of her collaged tags. And then some of them you'll see repeats of, because I just kind of wanted to fill in the white space. Because if y'all are like me, when I'm cutting up cardstock, because I print these on cardstock, and when I'm cutting up cardstock, I don't really like to have a lot of white space left over, because to me that's a waste of cardstock, and cardstock's not cheap. So I've tried to fill in as much as I could around the edges. So you'll see, maybe smaller ones. You'll see larger of these tags in the kit somewhere, either in this kit or the next kit. So just to let you know, that's why you'll get the small ones, but I love using the tiny ones. All right, so that's page 1. This is page 2, and again, you'll see some repeat patterns. simply because I wanted to, you know, fill in white space. Otherwise, this would have just been blank white space, and that's, you know, a good size piece of cardstock. So, so you'll see some where she's used fabric. So, and it seemed to scan fairly well that way. So, okay, and I was going to show you on the back of these, because my next kit that I'm going to show you after Carol's kits are going to be some of my coffee dyed papers. And so I was just going to show you a way that you can use those other than, you know, just using them as journal pages or, you know, as pages for the backs of your digital prints or whatever. You can also print them on the backs of your cards and stuff. And that way, when your cards are cut out, you don't have to do anything to the back of them. They already have that coffee dyed look. So we'll cut one of these out if we have time, and let you see how that works. So anyways, so this is page 3. And again, you'll see smaller ones where I've tried to fill in white spaces so that you can have extra goodies. Because, you know, you can always use the smaller ephemera for clusters and things like that. So there's that one. There's a wonderful, wonderful variety. You can see her beautiful stitching. And this is one of her collage tags. Just gorgeous, gorgeous work that she does. And I absolutely love everything that she does. So that's why I have so much, because I just love her work. And I wanted to be able to share as much of it with you as I could. Like, see, here's one of her collage pieces. Just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. This is one of her collage pieces. And then I love this, the way she's collaged that with the little lamb. Okay, and then there's this one. And again, you get the smaller pieces filling in the white space. You'll see bigger ones of this elsewhere in the kit, printed larger. Then there's this one. I love this with the tractors. Super cute. And see, again, there's a little tiny one of her collage tags. I did the best I could to fit it there. And then see, there's a larger one with the tractors. One of her collage pieces. And this is one of her stitched pieces. And this is too, little cluster. So again, just kind of filling in. You'll see larger ones of these, either in this kit or the next kit. These were some of her fabric. These were actually paper clips. She made collaged fabric paper clips. How cool are these? And so I've just scanned them in and, you know, formatted them so that they would fit and created the digital kit. Now here's a lot of her collage cards. So they can go, they go multiple ways. So, but anyways, here's that one. Here's some pretty collage tags and cards. Love this one with the cows. This has lots of cows on it. And then roosters and chickens. Okay, so that is kit 1. Let me grab kit 2 real quick. Okay, this will be kit 2. Beautiful collage tag there. Okay, and this one has 15 pages in it. Okay, so there's that one. I love this tag, the way she's collaged this tag here. Okay, this one, I love this page. I think it's so pretty. This is one of my digital embroidery, in my digital embroidery kit. And I love the way that turned out. I love how she did that and collaged it on there. Okay. And then you have some large size journal cards and a tag. This was actually a pocket, and I just thought it was so stinking cute. So I went ahead and scanned it and trimmed around it and did everything I needed to do to get it in the digital kit. I love this tag. And then you can see here one of her little clusters. So this was like a whole page in her journal. So I just copied the whole page, and you can make it a journal card. How stinking cute is that? Here's some of her tags. I love this with the stitching. Hopefully y'all can see that okay. And then some of her collaging. Here's some really pretty collage tags. And then you've got this one. So pretty. I love that with the little bunny. You got some tickets. This was actually a whole page too, and I just kind of edited it a little bit to take out the punched holes and just kind of made it into a tag. I think this was. One of them was. And then there's one of her stitched clusters. Oops, I turned it the wrong way. Right there. I love this with the collaged fabric on the tag. And there's one of her. It's got a couple of collages on it. See, here's the bigger ones of those that I had smaller on the page in kit 1. Super cute. So there is so much ephemera in here. I mean, if you get both kits, you get 31 pages just filled and stuffed with ephemera. So it's going to be a really, really fun kit, or two, both kits will be fun for you guys to be able to play with in your vintage and your form style journals. And it doesn't just have to be form style. I mean, some of these you can use for fall. You can use them for all kinds of different things. Some of them you can just use in a vintage journal. Okay, so those are the two kits that are for my friend Carol. Again, they're called Carol's Creations Vintage Farm Kits, I think. And there's number 1 and number 2. Okay, and then we have the coffee dyed kit. These are from back when we did our coffee dyeing series, and I coffee dyed my papers and my ephemera and stuff, and I thought I'm just going to scan some in and share them with y'all because they do go really good on the backs of your digiprints because they're non-directional, so it doesn't matter. It just makes it a little easier because you don't have to worry about what direction it's going in and blah, blah, blah. You just stick it in there and print on the back of it. Makes it a little easier. So I think, no, I thought this was the one that I printed on the back of these, but it's not. Okay, so I forget how many pages are in here, but it's in the Etsy listing, so you'll be able to see it. So you've got that one. There's quite a few, though, in this. That one. That one. And then this is a little bit lighter from that very first one. It's kind of like, it may be the back side of this one. So it kind of reverses the pattern. But it gives a good variety. And then you've got the dots. Hopefully y'all can see this okay in the lighting. And then the grungy style, which I love. And then the splatter style. I put a lot in here. So, and you know, when you get the kit, you don't have to print them all at once. You can print one at a time as you need it. This one has the doily print on it. And this one was super cool because this is the one that I laid on the back stove eye, and it just kind of took that pattern from the stove eye. But I thought it was really neat, so I thought I'd share that one with y'all. A very grungy one. I love, love, love the grungy ones. And then a little bit lighter of a grungy. And then I love this one. It's got a great pattern on it. And then this one. I love kind of the block pattern. I mean, and all of these you can just use as pages in your journal, or you can use them to put on the backs of tags, or print them on the backs of tags, or print them on the backs of your digitals that you print. Lots of different things you can do with these. And then this one has a darker doily print, and I love how it came out. I played with this one on Photoshop and did some work with it, and it came out with this rusty looking blue color kind of in the background, and I love it. And then I also went ahead and scanned in some of the timesheets that I copied. So this is one of the ones that I did with the doily on it. And then this is the back of it. This one is a grungy time card. And that's the back of the grungy. This one is just a regular, you know, without any type of print or anything. Just a regular coffee dyed, but I love how it did around the edges. And then I did some of the guest checks that we did and the index cards that we did. Just kind of sharing them. And, you know, these are a little bit crooked on the page because I just scanned them in so that I could share them with y'all. And then I made some a little bit bigger guest checks. And then I made these are the backs of the guest checks. I made them a little bit bigger than the fronts, so it would be a little bit easier for you to line them up and get them on there. Okay, so that's the backs. And you can put any back with any front. These are some of those Sniglets, little perforated pieces that we coffee dyed. This is the back of a guest check, but I love how only a portion of it coffee dyed, so you still have the blue lines in the middle too. These are some of the guest checks we did with the doilies. So I did a couple of scans of those, and then I scanned some of the actual doilies that we coffee dyed. So this is one of the big ones. I couldn't fit it all on the page, but I just thought it was cool. And then one of the heart ones. And then the smaller heart and the smaller circle one. And then the coffee dyed square doily. And I love how it's like got a little bit of a burnt look on the edge. Hopefully you can see that. The lighting's not great, but anyways, so yeah, so these are the 3 kits that I've gotten into the shop so far. So I'm working on some things, and I'm hoping to be able to, you know, still do videos and things like that. I do have a couple of boxes of consignment booth stuff that I need to video. I just, again, have to do a little at a time. I can't go full force at it like I used to because I still have to give my body time to heal because I hurt my shoulder and I hurt my neck and I hurt my back and I hurt my hip. Oh, I'm like, oh my goodness, I feel like I'm 90 years old and I'm not anywhere near it. But when you take a fall like that, oh my goodness, man, my husband said, you're going to feel like you've been in a car wreck. When you take a fall like that, you're going to be sore, kind of like you are when you're, you know, when you've been in a car accident. So anyways, these are the kits that I have in the shop, and I was going to cut one of these out so you can kind of see what I'm talking about and see how they come out. So let's cut the big one out. So I'm just going to trim this out real quick. And I love having the coffee dyed papers, you know, that you can just print onto your digital prints, and that way you don't have to do anything to the back of them, and it makes for a quick and easy project, you know, for you when you're trying to cut, you know, get your tags and things cut out out of these little ephemera sheets. And I know I'm probably not cutting these very straight at all, but it's okay. Okay. I'm just trying to get it cut out so you can see it and kind of have an idea of what it will look like on the front and the back. Okay. Let's get rid of those and those and that. So now you have a beautiful tag to tuck in a pocket or what have you. And then you have, I mean, it looks like it's coffee dyed on the back. I love it. You know, and you can put a topper on there or whatever, or if you want it to go in and out of the side, you could put a topper on that side. But anyways, so that just kind of gives you an idea of what it looks like when you print the coffee dyeing on the back of your prints. So anyways, once you see this video, these digitals are in the shop. I'll go ahead and release them in the shop so you can run over and grab them, and I hope you have fun playing with them. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave them in the comment box below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for me if you will, and I hope y'all have a great day. Big hugs.